So Rand Paul cringing out as per usual, getting all in a huff and a puff and a fluff over Dr. Fauci. Still, I don't like Dr. Fauci is not a great guy. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't, like this right-wing complex where people seem to think that every person left of Dick Cheney is addicted to Dr. Fauci's blog and will worship and it's just really strange. Dr. Fauci has been documented lying several times, as I'm sure most of you know, but it's also really strange what people expect him to know. Liberals will tell you Dr. Fauci is some amazing, the smartest doctor ever. Oh, he laughed at Trump that one time. How brave, how noble, sideways clap, right? And then you have conservatives that will say he shouldn't even be there. He's a dimwit. He doesn't know anything. Meanwhile, 126,000 people are dead. Millions of families affected. So, that's weird, right? That's a little weird. And meanwhile, the thing that's on Rand Paul's mind, well, I'm gonna go and play baseball. Goddamn.
All I hear, Dr. Fauci, is we can't do this, we can't do that, we can't play baseball. Well, even that's not based on the science. Flu season peaks in February. We don't know that COVID's going to be like the flu season. It might, but we don't know that. But we wouldn't ban school in October. You might close some schools when they get the flu. We need to not be so presumptuous that we know everything. But my question to you is, can't you give us a little bit...
This is the thing that the right loves to do, is they love to do this whole oh, I don't know anything, but we can't know anything. So it's okay when I fucking babble like a fucking, buffoon. That's fine. Because we don't know. This is the libertarian fucking thing, where it's libertarians think that there's no such, the appeal to authority. It's if I spend all of my days watching baseball, and you were to ask me a question based on a baseball team, oh, do you think this team is going to do well in the next season or something? I would think given that I watch baseball every day for 20 years, my opinion would be more valuable than if you were to take some bimbo off the street and say, hey, who do you think is going to do well this season? You think that I couldn't name I think the Phillies are one team that I can name because I grew up in New Jersey. But, that's the thing. It's a doctor knows things related to doctors, knows things related to pathogens, how airborne viruses spread, how to connect these things, how to prevent these things. The doctor has no fucking jurisdiction on baseball. Baseball is not the issue. It's the crowds in the fields and how that's handled. So one thing that's super important here is that people don't care. People keep saying, oh, freedom! We should be trusted as Americans. We should be trusted. Why don't they trust us to do what's right? Well, ho-ho. We're not children. Let us go to the game. We'll follow the rules, I promise. And then in North Carolina, there's a mask mandate. I go to Walmart, no one's wearing masks. Why can't we trust you? Probably because you're fucking idiots. Maybe. But anyway, let's listen to the rest of Rand Paul's tirade. And then Fauci's pretty fucking humorous response that I do appreciate.
More on schools, that we can get back to school, that there's a great deal of evidence, and it's actually good evidence that kids aren't transmitting this. It's rare. And that kids are staying healthy. And that, yes, we can open our schools.
Mr. Chairman, do I have a little bit of time to...
Well, I give you a little that was well over 5 minutes, but we'll...
Thank you, Senator
Go ahead and
Paul.
Please answer the question.
Yeah, so very quickly, Senator Paul, I agree with a lot of what you say about, this idea about people having to put their opinions out without data. And sometimes you have to make extrapolations because you're in a position where you need to at least give some sort of recommendation. But if you were listening, and I think you were, to my opening statement and my response to one of the questions, I feel very strongly we need to do whatever we can to get the children back to school. So I think we are in lock agreement with that. The other thing that I'd like to clarify very briefly is that when things get in the press of what I supposedly said, I didn't say. I never said we can't play a certain sport. What happens is that people in the sport industry, they could either be people from Players Association, owners, people involved in the health of the players, ask me opinions regarding certain facts about the spread of the virus, what the dynamics are. I give it, and then it gets interpreted that I'm saying you can't play this sport or you can't play that sport. I agree with you. I am completely unqualified to tell you whether you can play a sport or not. The only thing that I can do is, to the best of my ability, give you the facts and the evidence associated with I know about this outbreak. Thank you.
Thank you. We just need more optimism. There is good news out there.
More optimism. Right. We just need some optimism. Meanwhile, 126,000 people are dead. And even more are dying. But let's just have some optimism. Why don't you just be more optimistic? This virus literally could be gone. Right now. Literally. As you are watching this video, this virus could be gone. If we had not had Republicans fucking asleep at the wheel. It could be gone. Right now. We could be out enjoying our summer without worrying about anything. Right now. But we're not. Because of Trump and people like fucking Rand Paul. Sorry, I'm a little burpy. Cringing and whinging. Needlessly and endlessly. About stupid culture war fucking garbage. Oh, Dr. Fauci says we can't play baseball! Oh, my manhood, my masculinity, oh, my hobbies, oh no. Why don't you just do your fucking job? And this is the thing, masks being a political issue, this is going to be the downfall of the empire. 55% of Republicans don't believe in germs. Don't believe me? Go watch the video I made about it. 55% of Americans don't believe in germs. The germ theory of disease. That is a contentious fucking discussion and debate right now in the United States of America. Every other country, it's like, yep, germs exist. Let's go out. I need to go to the grocery store, put on my mask, get my hand sanitizer, let's go. Not in the United States of America. No, 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 no. Because we pride ourselves on being stupid. We pride ourselves on how uneducated we are, and we pride ourselves as a nation always trying to one-up each other on who's the dumbest bitch. And that's going to be the downfall of the empire. Just absolutely disgusting.